Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Roman Reigns' frenemy to return to WWE and help him against the Solo Sikoa-led bloodline. Exploring the chances. In the ever-twisting tale of WWE's bloodline saga, Roman Reigns has established himself as a formidable, calculating tribal chief, ruling over his family with an iron fist. But even with his dominance over SmackDown and the manipulation of family members, there's an ominous storm brewing in his camp, led by none other than his cousin, Solo Sikoa. Now, with Reigns' authority challenged from within, whispers of an old frenemy returning to his aid are surfacing. Could we see an unlikely ally resurface to help Roman Reigns fend off his bloodline family, particularly Solo Sikoa, who seems to be stepping out of line? The bloodline storyline has redefined the WWE's family-based storytelling, elevating Reigns to a godfather-like figure in WWE. Since his return in 2020 as the tribal chief, Reigns has controlled every member of his family, positioning them as part of his kingdom. However, his leadership has been far from benevolent. His cousins, the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, and Solo Sikoa, were often kept on a short leash, with Reigns ruling through fear and intimidation rather than camaraderie. This control has come at a price. Jey Uso, once a staunch ally, became the first to break free after Reigns' constant psychological warfare. Not long after, Jimmy followed suit, turning his back on the bloodline. With both brothers rebelling, Solo Sikoa took their place, becoming Reigns' new enforcer. Yet Solo has proven himself to be a different beast. The younger, more unpredictable member of the Inoue family, Solo has displayed loyalty to Reigns, but at times shown signs of fierce independence. Solo's physical prowess and brutal style have made him a dangerous ally, but also a potential threat. Rumors and subtle gestures suggest that Solo could have ambitions beyond merely serving Reigns. He could even be biding his time, waiting for the perfect moment to challenge his older cousin's throne. If the bloodline becomes too unstable, Reigns might need someone who understands both his strengths and his weaknesses. Enter Seth Rollins, the architect and former Shield brother, a man who has always had a complex relationship with Reigns. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns have a history that predates Reigns' bloodline reign and speaks to the depth of their bond. As members of the Shield alongside Dean Ambrose, now Jon Moxley in AEW, Rollins and Reigns were more than teammates. They were brothers in arms. They fought side by side, decimating opponents and establishing themselves as one of WWE's most formidable factions. Their relationship took a turn, however, when Rollins famously betrayed his Shield brethren to align himself with Triple H and the Authority, using a steel chair to break up the Shield and the brotherhood they shared. Since then, Rollins and Reigns have been locked in a frenemy dynamic. They fought both with and against each other, and while they've each gone their separate paths, a mutual respect lingers. Rollins has had his issues with Reigns' tribal chief persona, often mocking and undermining him, but he's one of the few who truly understands Reigns on a personal level. When Rollins returned to his babyface persona, the fans saw his devotion to wrestling rather than personal vendettas. And as much as Reigns might view Rollins as a competitor, he knows Rollins is among the few people who can challenge him and support him in equal measure. Given Solo's growing independence, Reigns may soon face a dangerous insurrection within his own family. Though Reigns would prefer to handle the situation himself, if Solo were to rebel, he would likely recruit allies to strengthen his position, making Reigns' authority difficult to maintain alone. Rollins could be the perfect ally for Reigns in this context. Rollins has been on an incredible run as WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and he's always interested in proving himself. If he sees an opportunity to assist Reigns, he may take it as a means to step back into the spotlight alongside his former partner, creating one of WWE's most intriguing alliances. While Rollins' character is currently far removed from the manipulative architect persona he used to hold, he's never been one to resist an opportunity to involve himself in the most high-stakes storylines. Beyond his in-ring prowess, Rollins has the ability to mentally get inside the head of any opponent, including Solo. Rollins and Solo haven't crossed paths frequently, but Rollins' charisma and psychological tactics could be exactly what Reigns needs to regain control. Where Reigns rules by intimidation, Rollins has a way of getting under his opponent's skin, which could frustrate and disrupt Solo enough to keep him in line. The potential for Rollins and Reigns to align against a rebellious Solo Sikoa could elevate WWE's storylines. Not only would it place Reigns back into a sympathetic position, a leader struggling with internal discord, but it would allow Rollins to step into the bloodline story without compromising his own babyface character. This partnership wouldn't be without its complexities. Rollins has never been someone to stand in Reigns' shadow, and if he were to help, it would come at a price. Rollins might use this alliance to prove that he's still on Reigns' level, that he doesn't just help Reigns as an old friend, but as a competitor who could just as easily challenge him. This dynamic could set the stage for an inevitable showdown between Rollins and Reigns once Solo is dealt with. Rollins could also add a new layer to the bloodline saga by pointing out the fractures in Reigns' control, serving as a reminder of his own betrayal when he left the Shield. Perhaps he'd take every opportunity to remind Reigns that no matter how much control he believes he has, power is fleeting, a fact Rollins learned the hard way. It would create an intriguing dichotomy, with Rollins both aiding and subtly undermining Reigns, echoing the complex, layered history of their relationship. If Rollins does step into the bloodline storyline, the impact on WWE's broader landscape could be significant. Fans have long enjoyed the layered psychology and power struggles of the bloodline saga, and the addition of Rollins would bring a fresh, unpredictable element to the story. It would allow WWE to explore new angles for its top stars without immediately thrusting Reigns and Rollins into a direct title feud, giving their eventual confrontation even greater weight. Moreover, this alliance could propel Solo Sikoa into a legitimate main event player. As he challenges his cousin and faces off against Rollins, Sikoa would be stepping into a new realm where he could build his own legacy, one where he's no longer the enforcer but the true competitor. The story would not only add depth to Reigns and Rollins, but also elevate Solo to a new level of storytelling and credibility. While speculation about Rollins' involvement in the bloodline is yet to materialize, the stage is undeniably set for an alliance that could shake the WWE to its core. Reigns' power over his family has begun to falter, and he may need a new kind of ally to help him survive the storm. Rollins, with his own motivations and complex history with Reigns, could be that ally, a frenemy whose aid comes with strings attached. If this story unfolds as rumored, it promises to keep fans on the edge of their seats, wondering just how long the alliance will last, who will ultimately betray whom, and where each star will stand by the end of it all. The Bloodline saga has become WWE's greatest family drama, and with Rollins potentially re-entering the picture, it may be on the verge of reaching new, unprecedented heights.